Have you ever moved through an entire day and barely felt any of it? Your feet walked, your hands typed, your mouth smiled, but you weren't really there. Maybe you were rushing, you were pushing yourself to work hard, or you were performing, and perhaps you barely got the chance to breathe. But what if you didn't? What if you paused and sensed your breath, sensed your spine, your weight on the ground? What if how you do something matters just as much as what you do? And what if the quality of your attention could change everything? Welcome back to This Sensational Life, a podcast where we explore the art and science of embodiment and how it can help you live a richer, more powerful life. I'm your host, Tamara Drossart, and today we're asking a very deceptively simple question. How do you know if a movement or an action is embodied? And maybe more importantly, how do you know when it's not? Most of us are busy doing a lot, working all the time, or just busy with life, but not necessarily feeling what we're doing while we're doing it. So in this episode, we're exploring the 7 qualities of truly embodied movement and the 7 things that get in the way of that. We'll explore how you can use this awareness to shift your nervous system, change your habits, and change your relationship with effort. Let's begin with this question. What signals that a movement is embodied? Well, there's a certain quality to it, one that you can feel that you can't always describe. And this quality comes down to your quality of awareness. So here are 7 qualities that let you know you are embodying your movement, you're embodying yourself, and you're not just going through the motions. Number 1, you're paying attention to your sensations. You are sensing yourself. Your feet are on the floor. You sense something about your movement. You sense your breathing. You sense you're in tune with your shift of weight, or any sensation. You're listening to it. You don't need to be laser focused on all of your sensations all the time. It's just a kind of gentle process of tuning in. Okay, so embodied movement begins with sensation, tuning into your sensations. A felt sense of what you are doing while you're doing it. It's the difference between having the lights on and someone actually being home. Number 2, your breath is free. If you are holding your breath, something else is holding. Our diaphragm is connected to many places in ourselves. It's connected to our spine, our ribs, our pelvic floor. Even our hands and eyes can be connected to our breath. So when you're holding your breath, this really creates unnecessary tension in your entire self. Free and easy breathing is like a litmus test for the safety of your nervous system. Free and easy breathing sends a signal that I'm here, I'm okay, I'm not bracing or powering through or insecure or afraid. I'm calm, collected, and easy. And when your breathing flows easily, your movement flows easily, and vice versa. The two things are very intertwined and related. And it's not like you're forcing deep breathing upon yourself. It's like you don't need to do anything to breathe. You just need to gently allow yourself to breathe. Stop doing or stop holding to allow this this movement of breath to happen freely. Number 3 is you can do the movement slowly. If you only know how to do it fast, you don't know how to do it. Rushing often signals that things are automatic, messy. You can be chaotic and disorganized when you're fast. And when you're rushing, you're really hiding from sensation, perhaps avoiding feeling something. And when you're fast, it's easy to kind of tune out or mask any discomfort or bypass your awareness. Whereas slowness reveals the truth of what is happening. Slowness invites clarity in your action and intention. The ability to map out what you're doing while you're doing it. Which leads us to number 4, which is having a clear image of what you're doing. Having a clear image means not just the outer shape, knowing what you look like, but internally a felt sense of how the movement is organized within you. And you can imagine it clearly. Can you imagine this internal logic of performing an action without performing it? You have a clear idea of the movement, of the action. And having a clear image means there's somewhat of a blueprint behind your actions. Dancers use this tool all the time, imagery, imagining the choreography without doing it. And this really has been shown to improve the quality of the movement, even more so than actually practicing and performing the movement. Number 5 is you're not adding any extra unnecessary effort. Most of us have habits of using way more effort than we need. We grip or clench or our jaw, or we try hard to do something. And this is called parasitic effort. It's any effort that's unnecessary for the task at hand. And it drains your energy. It kind of muddies your attention and intention. And it serves to overactivate your nervous system going into this fight or flight mode. So conversely, embodied movement feels effortless even if you are efforting. When we allow for more ease, we gain power. If something is easier to do, you're more likely to do it, and therefore you can do more of it. And ease makes movement more pleasurable, which is inherently calming for your nervous system. Number 6, the movement is reversible. This one might be surprising, maybe a little bit sneaky, but it's so telling. Ask yourself this question: can you stop this action or this movement, change direction, and do the movement backwards in reverse at any point, at any time, and just as easily? So reversibility, this idea of reversibility, signals true organization. It means you are in control and your nervous system is not locked into go mode. Reversibility means that your muscles let go just as easily as they grab. So this idea of contraction and letting go, both of these actions, flexion and extension, are equally easy and available to you. And this sense of balance is a sign of deep organization within yourself. The last quality, the 7th quality of embodied movement, is related to this idea of reversibility. It means you have spontaneity and you have choice over your action, your movement. When all of these qualities above are present, so is the freedom to choose. You're not acting from compulsive habits. Instead, spontaneity means you have conscious choice over your patterns. You can easily do something or not do something. You could easily sit still or run or walk across the room, or lay down and go to sleep. You could easily speak or not speak, stay silent. Um, all of these actions are available to you, and spontaneity means you have options and you can meet the moments, any task or demands of the moment, with flexibility. And that, my friend, is the true heart of embodiment. So, what gets in the way of embodiment? Here are 7 signs that your movement might not be fully embodied. Number 1, you're tuned out of your sensation. Number 2, you're holding your breath. Number 3, you're rushing and you're unable to slow down. Number 4, you lack a clear image of what you're doing while you're doing it. Number 5, you have unnecessary or parasitic effort. You're working too hard. Number 6, you can't easily stop or reverse what you're doing. And number 7, you are acting out of a compulsion, out of an unconscious choice versus a spontaneous, conscious choice. All right. Well, does any of that resonate with you or sound familiar? I mean, we've all been trained to live in our heads to some degree, and we've taught, you know, no pain, no gain, and just power through the pain and rush to the results. But these ideas become embodied as part of us. And these habits and ideas, these ways of moving and ways of treating ourselves are not only hurtful to ourselves, but really ineffective. We could be more effective if we found our way back into ourselves, if we slowed down, if we tuned in, if we sensed more. We could choose different options and cultivate this idea of pure spontaneity. And this is how we can live richer, more fulfilling, more powerful lives through the practice of embodiment and choosing to shift these patterns of how we act, how we treat ourselves through the way we move. And it's important to note that all of these principles are not separate. They're all connected, they're all intertwined. If one is happening, probably another one of them is happening. And embodiment isn't this checklist or this achieved state or all or nothing, this finish line. Embodiment is a practice, a process of returning to yourself, of listening and noticing. And it's all as simple as coming back to your sensation and being curious about sensations, allowing sensations to be your teacher, and having the courage to explore and feel your sensations, even if they're new or unknown. And the good news is all of this is available to us right now. It's never too late to begin. If you're curious to experience this for yourself, I've got a free Feldenkrais Awareness Through Movement lesson waiting for you, where we explore embodied movement in incredible detail. Check the show notes or come find me on Instagram at This Sensational Life. And if you're ready to explore this work more deeply, come join me inside the Embodied Explorers Club. This is our weekly community for mindful movement, self-awareness, and embodied growth. And that's it for This Sensational Life. I'm your host, Tamara Dossart. And until next time, stay curious, stay sensational.